lot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Warriors, Curry is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Green. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the fourth slot. And the Warriors start out with the ball. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see, but we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Now Murray, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Back to Jokic. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic gets it to go.
Well, Jokic is no stranger to contact, and it's going to take more than that to bother him.
Here's Santos. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Melton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Here's Murray after the Warriors pick up 3. Pass to Brown. Jokic inside, working on Green. Second shot opportunity, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Look at Jokic gutting it out against the defense, really earning that and one chance.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the night. Dan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. Johnson, a wide open look, bangs home the trifecta.
Well, what else is new? Jokic orchestrating, the best passing big man to ever play the sport.
Melton kicks to Curry. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take a look at the numbers for Jokic.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Melton. Now here's Green. And Curry has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Here's Brown. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Now here's Curry. Golden State moving it around. For 3, buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 6.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Johnson kicks to Murray. Out to the right wing. Pass to Brown. A three-pointer, no good. The Warriors trail. Now Melton. Green with a screen on Murray. Curry passes to Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Listen, Gordon has such good body control. It really helps him play through contact.
At the line for one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And here is Murray after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Curry against Murray. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their number one priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
And it's that bulldog mentality that Green possesses, just going at defenders and daring them to foul.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Here's Murray. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Taking a look here at numbers for Cam Johnson. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Curry from 13 feet. It goes down. Curry's got 11 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. A baseline J, and Jokic gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Johnson, the pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And the basket by Johnson.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Now, here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Curry with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 4. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Absolutely fearless inside. Brown just battles through the physical defense.
And the Warriors with possession here after the Nuggets pick up 2. And Santos gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Brown. Outside, Gordon. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Jokic scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 of 5.
Outside, Green.
Watch the screen.
Pass to Melton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon, and it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Melton hits them both. Denver leading by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
Pass to Melton. Now Moody, outside Curry. This one for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Jokic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jokic has got 13.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Moody. At 3 off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Jokic. Now Brown. Johnson surveying the floor. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 4. And here is Curry. Shoots over Brown. Curry with the bucket. 16 points for him.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Brown the pass to Johnson. Here's Jokic, guarded by Green. And Jokic slams it in.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
Here's Melton. Last game we saw him score 14. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. And he knocks down the jumper. 18 points for Stephen Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And your breaker.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Johnson. .151 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Jokic. Post covering, and Jokic slams it in.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Outside, Porzingis. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Podziemski's shot is good.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
To the inside, Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Jokic has got 19 points.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Shot by Podziemski, no good. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Brooklyn Nets. Inside, Murray, good. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Podziemski. Makes it off the glass. Podziemski's got 5 now.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Murray outside. Outside Hardaway. Off target from 3-point range. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Bruce Brown. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
Outside, Porzingis. Out to Peyton. There's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Hardaway. No scoring in this one. Pass to Valanciunas. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Puts it up from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out. Warriors trail by 5. Porzingis inside. Watson's there. Now Podziemski. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Count the basket. Podziemski's got 7 points.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Outside Hardaway. Hands it from downtown. And the Nuggets lead by 6. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop it.
Valanciunas dishes to Murray. The teardrop falls in. 8 points for Jamal Murray.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Pass to Payton. Now post. Guarded by Valanciunas. Porzingis with the ball. Watson's there. Podziemski with it. He has 7. Porzingis and the Warriors take on 2 more.
At this point of his career, Porzingis understands when he needs to look to score. Nice jumper there.
Now here's Murray. They lead by 4. Tries the spin move. Outside Hardaway. No good on the 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Outside, Porzingis. He gets that one. And now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Nuggets, number 1.
Well, this has been a hot three-point shooting team, and it starts with their passing, moving the ball to get quality looks.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hardaway passes to Brown. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Watson for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
Hey, even when he's got position near the hoop, Jokic is still looking to set up a teammate for an open shot.
And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket for Melton.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 19.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Back to Melton. Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now here's Hardaway. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter.
Silky smooth with that jumper. Hardaway Jr.'s mechanics are what make him so deadly.
Back to Curry. Five on the clock. Beyond the arc. And another three for Golden State.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up there.
Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic passes to Murray. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray and is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
Warriors leading by 3. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Melton. Pass to Payton. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Melton's got 9 points in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Murray with the bounce pass. Brown outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. Beautiful stroke from Curry on the 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray surveying the D. Jokic with the screen on Curry. The tray. And the Nuggets hit again from T.
The answer 3 from Jokic. He doesn't show tons of emotion on the floor, but man, Nikola is so competitive.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Nuggets with some changes. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Peyton Watson. Johnson comes in for Brown. And Christian Brown subbed in for Murray. So it's the Warriors now. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear.
2 shots.
Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Nuggets trail by 3. And stolen by Melton. Here's Santos. Guarded by Hardaway. Green with a screen on Brown. Melton's shot is good.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now, here's Jokic. A 23-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Johnson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Johnson's got his third bucket of the night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they pick up 2. Curry's got 26 points.
And it's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things can happen.
Gordon with no one around, and the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Melton against Brown. Now here's Melton. He's guarded closer. Pass to Moody. Clock at 4 from deep. Green. Denver grabs the miss. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown, the pass to Hardaway. Jokic with his screen on Curry. Hardaway kicks to Jokic. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Melton. Takes a 3. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Jokic high post. Jokic hatches his way to finish inside.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
Some nice passing by Golden State. And the Warriors miss again.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
To the middle. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Here's Santos. He had 31 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Kept alive. Inside is Jokic territory.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here is Curry. 26 points for him. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Melton's got 20 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Nuggets on. We've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm with Coach Kerr. After that first quarter, how would you rate the second?
Yeah, much better. That looked much more like us. We were more under control, allowed our defense to play in the half court because we were getting better offensive possession.
The team really settled in. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Hello, folks. Glad to have you with us. The Joker is in the building. So far, Nikola Jokic has been all business.
Playing with that high motor, beasting on the glass, he's just out working them.
You know they say effort is a skill. Well, we're seeing that skill in action.
And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs come into focus?
Well, right now for the Nuggets, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Denver in the lead. We got Draymond Green. Curry is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then there's Moody. And it's Santos in at the power forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. That shot wide open. Murray's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nuggets. The Warriors shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Murray dishes to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Now Murray. Into the lane. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Melton. Curry looking around. Unloads. Hits the jumper in space. Curry's got 28. The Nuggets leading by 4. Pass to Brown. Murray outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And the wide open shot from Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got 5 now.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Green against Jokic. Murray outside. 6 to shoot. And they double up Murray. And that one drops. He's got 17.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here's Curry beating the contact with agility. Curry!
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Well, the defense has not been able to slow him down inside. And until they offer some sort of resistance, just keep feeding him the ball.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 10th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now Melton, 20 points for him. Pass to Moody, just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry, and trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They lead by 1. Murray, the pass to Jokic, kicks it out to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Here's Murray, and Denver again with the bucket.
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
Back to Melton. For the tie, it's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. For three, Murray. Warriors with the rebound. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Outside, Green. Here's Melton. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Brown. Johnson sets the screen for Brown. Jacks up a 3. Murray outside. From the arc. They get it again. Jokic on the follow. And now a 5-point Nugget lead.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. Ring shot on the way, and it's good for 2. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 30. Here's Murray, and it's Denver scoring again.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Green with a screen on Murray. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Stephen Curry.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now, here's Johnson. 9 points in the game so far.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A shot by Curry, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backdoor.
For 3, Murray, and Santos pulls it down. Santos has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Launches it, and it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 38 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
Jokic high post. Brown against Melton. Brown with it. Wide open look here for Murray. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
3 points.
Murray's got 24 points. On the wing, Green. Pass to Melton. Curry is inside. He's covered by Murray.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot on.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
First free throw is good.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. And both free throws good for Curry.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Brown. The 3 from Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Santos has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Denver's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Johnson outside. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Kerr. The 3 from Johnson. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight. Brown against Melton. Pass to Green. Now here's Curry. Six on the shot clock. Back to Green. Jokic with the steal. Murray outside. Out to the wing. Watson for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, the threat of Murray going down the lane opened up that kick out nicely.
Warriors trail by 8. Green with a screen on Brown. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Murray down low. Curry meets him. Watson kicks to Jokic. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Moody. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Santos. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now Watson. Murray outside. A 3. And again for 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Curry.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Johnson the screen. Watson for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Santos. 1:52 left to play in the third. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, the Nuggets bet on the development of young Christian Brown, and Stan, he has rewarded their faith. He has developed so nicely.
Kevin, he certainly has. Probably has even exceeded what their expectations were for him. But he's a guy that is such a hard worker. He's smart, he's tough, and he's all about winning.
The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Watson. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 9th assist in the game now.
Well, if there's a better passing big man than Jokic, I want to know who it is.
Now, here's Melton. He's got 20. Green with a screen for Melton. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Back to Murray. And then Murray with the jam.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't know Jamal Murray had that dunk in him.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Melton. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Outside Curry. Elton with a screen on Murray. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Watson. Three-pointer. And it's Melton with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Curry. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Denver, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard it. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Peyton Watson is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Pass to Watson. Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Warriors trail by 7. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Peyton. Here's post. Guarded by Valanciunas. Now Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Can he keep it going? Curry can't get it to go.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Brown finds Murray. Driving the lane, Porzingis with the rebound. Warriors shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 7. Outside Hardaway. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Watson kicks to Murray. Out to Hardaway. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Over Valanciunas. Porzingis can't hit. Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Brown against Peyton. Pass to Watson. There's Brown with the 3. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Post with it, guarded by Valanciunas. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Now here's Valanciunas. Pass to Murray. Shoots over Podziemski. Off target with the jump hook. Warriors trail by 10. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To end the cold streak, sinks the three-pointer. Podziemski's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Jokic is checked in for Denver.
The veteran big man Valanciunas continues to be a solid rotational piece, a nightly double-double threat who enjoys throwing his weight around.
Pass to Payton. Here's Podziemski. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Curry. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Jokic a screen. Down kicks to Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Podziemski finds Curry. Back to Podziemski. Puts up a deep three. And it's Denver with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now, here's Jokic. And he drops it in from the low post. Jokic has got 32 points.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Hardaway with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Brown with it. Now Green defending. Jokic takes the contact and scores.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Curry.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 36.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Jokic.
And no wonder Green has been called the heartbeat of his team. He just makes plays that energize the entire roster.
And the Warriors with some changes. Santos is checked in, and it's Moses Moody in for Gary Payton. Denver also making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Bruce Brown. And Christian Brown subbed in for Hardaway. And Green, no good on that one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
One shot.
One shot.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Melton. And Curry has it in the corner. Denver leading by 13. Brown the pass to Gordon. Johnson outside. Murray outside. And they double up Murray. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Santos. Covered by Brown. That one drops for him.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Johnson. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
3 points.
Jokic has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Curry finds Melton. Here's Santos. Defended by Gordon. Moody the pass to Santos. Fires the three. Melton, no good.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
The three from Johnson. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Curry passes to Green. Golden State moving it around. A nice shot by Moody.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. Over Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, that's the thing about Jokic. He makes you work defensively throughout the game.
Jokic taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic will stand. One expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Curry against Murray. Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Johnson outside. It misses. Warriors trail by 16. Here's Curry. Green outside. Let's lose a 3. No good there.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Outside Gordon. Takes the 3. Another chance, and he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Green outside, jacks up a 3. Johnson rips down the board.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Murray sets a screen for Brown. Johnson outside. Murray outside. From outside. Does not go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now Curry. From deep. The 3 goes down.
And this is going to end in a lopsided
one-sided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
And that one misses. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had two guys who shot the ball well from three and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the three. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the three, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Here's Pajemski. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch! Denver's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And here's Jokic. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3, good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Pajemski. Now here's Porzingis. And that one is good. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Jokic. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
All right, thanks, B.A. Nikola, huge scoring output for you. How would you describe the night you had?
It was good. I think I scored a lot in the first quarter. The shots was going in, you know. I was shooting a little bit more, so my teammates were finding me, and coach was driving play for me, so it was a good night for me.
I know you like to pass, but your team needs you to score early. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.